Hello everybody. Today I wanted to talk to you about my favorite children's books that inspired me to write Saccone-Joly's and the Great Catnap. I went up to my kids' rooms and I picked 10 that, based on the books that they love, these are the 10 books that have probably inspired me to write my book. One Mole Digging a Hole. Not only does it obviously have the letter number in it, but it has these funny little drawings that the kids can count. That when I was putting the Catnap book together, I wanted to make sure there were things to count, because I find that when you read the kid a book 100,000 times, as you will find yourself doing, you start to kind of create new narratives and new stories, and counting is a great one. The smartest giant in the town. This one is hilarious, and not only is it hilarious, it has a good message about sharing. There's layers of story, and I'm a big fan. And if you guys check out the Catnap, you'll see there is like layers of stories going through it. You know, like look at this fella here. Look at this little fella here in his car. You know what I mean? Like, you mightn't think that's much, but that little fella there would engage a child's imagination. Tales from Acorn Woods, obviously a classic. Anything that involves the opening of a door is the greatest thing kids could do. They like race to get to the next page. What's it gonna be? And then after reading the book a couple of hundred times, they still excitedly wonder what is inside the door. Oh my goodness, it's Mr. Fox. What are the odds? So when Emilia moved on from sort of like these kind of books with like big words, more of a complex story, this is one of the first books that we got for her, The Hog in the Fog, because it moves on to like, it seems it's not that much more complex, but it's still like, you know what I mean, moving on from the other book, it definitely is more. But again, my favorite thing about any children's book is when there is layers of engagement. Like, you can count all of these things here. You can talk about the colors, you can talk, because let's be honest, the goal here is to, you know, inspire a child's imagination, cognitively engage them into the story and their imagination and what's going on, and the narrative, and, you know, building their intelligence. You're getting all of that from the book, but the more times you read the book, the more times they become familiar with the story, so you need to create new ways to engage with them. And that's why books like this one, like all the ones I'm picking out today, have that in them, which gives it like, there's more to do than just reading the story. It's not, a book is more than the story. Probably one of Anna's favorite books and Emilia's favorite book, Dogs Don't Do Ballet. It's so funny. And when Emilia was born, we were gifted this book actually, and we always thought of Bianca, our dog Bianca. And when I was writing our book about the dogs, like there's very similarities of how like I wanted Bianca to do ballet and stuff like that. Like, 'cause I think it's funny. It makes kids laugh. It's hilarious, and then the illustrations are beautiful. It follows like a really nice story, and there's a lesson in it, and there's loads and loads for you to read and see and do. Great book, friends. My friend Tom Fletcher, one of his books. This book makes my kids go mental, okay? They love it. You know, actually, recently I was at an event with Tom, and I said to him, Tom, why did you make a book that makes my children go crazy? But the kids do go crazy. The kids love it. It's just basically a story that involves around this little monster, and you have to actually interact with the book directly to try and get him to like, oh, fall off the pages, and then you have to scream and shout at the book. It's really funny. It's really clever. Good job, Tom. Julia Donaldson is like probably one of the best kids book storytellers today. And like, everything she brings out is amazing, and the kids love every single one of her books, so I felt like I needed to include it. I was definitely inspired by the queen of kids books. So yeah, What the Ladybird Next. This is such a classic story. And again, and you know what I was saying, it's like, it's got so much in it. You know, after reading the story multiple times, you can start going on to just making up other stories. You can see there's so much going on other than just the basic story that goes on my list. This book used to scare Eduardo when he was a kid, but now he loves it. And he also has stuck a little dinosaur sticker on it. The dinosaur sticker does not come with the book, so don't purchase this book expecting a dinosaur sticker and then be disappointed. A mouse took a stroll through the deep dark woods. A fox saw the mouse and the mouse looked good. "Where are you going, the little brown mouse? Come and have lunch in my underground house. It's terribly kind of you, fox, but no, I'm going to have lunch with the gruffalo." This I call one of my calming books. If the kids are a little bit hyper at nighttime, I'll tend to crack out this story, and somebody has taken a bite out of this page. The illustrations, you know, there's lots of negative space and it's just really simple. "Will you be long, Wimberly Pig?" "No, not long at all." "Have you finished your drink, Wimberly Pig?" "No. It's too hot, isn't it, Piglet?" Great book for calming the children before bed. Eduardo loves Peter Rabbit. He sleeps with a Peter Rabbit toy every single night, and he just really engages with Peter and his adventures. So I put this one in. This particular one is quite exciting, actually. He goes to a fun fair, and he gets picked up by a little girl. The stories, it's very, very classic illustration. It's Peter Rabbit. It's a classic. And then finally, my book, Saccone-Joly's and the Great Cat Nap. You can tell me what you think of my book. I'm not gonna sit here. I don't think I should probably review my own book, but there's some pictures, and like similar, you can see what we've done here. Like there's lots and lots of story going on. There's things to count, there's colors to count, you know, in each of the pages there's things to do, you know, there's things to see. There's like, it's not just about the story, it's about all the other little details. Like you can see here, you know, it's got Sorrento, it's got Dublin, it's got London. You know, these are all places that influence you. If you look inside the box of toys, these all have little stories to them. You know, there's so much more going on. Watch out, watch for that little squirrel, lads. There's so much more going on, and that's really my inspiration from all these other books. So I hope you enjoyed the video, friends, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.